triple conjunction out there. So what's a triple conjunction? That's when we have three celestial objects that appear close together. This is rare and it's happening right now. So Venus, Saturn, and the crescent moon are out there faintly, and enough that it kind of looks like a smiley face in the sky. Do you see that? Maybe more prominent on my graphics than it is in the actual sky right now, but I still think it's cool, right? Astronomy is fun. 52 degrees right now in the city. Nice and comfortable if you're heading outside to do a little stargazing or enjoy that early sunrise. 49 in Allentown, 42 in Millville. The flow out of the south really light right now. It does become a little breezy this afternoon, and actually we're a little concerned about fire safety once again today because of the breezy conditions, the dry conditions that we have. Yes, we have some rain out to the west, but that doesn't really occur until very late tonight and into tomorrow. So today's dry during the day, some high clouds mixing with the sun, 79 in the city, holding just under 80, but cooler at the shore, Matt, 64 with those lake clouds filling in. How are the roads looking like out there?
Well, we know it's over to Karen Rogers, and it sounds like today pretty clear, but tomorrow we'll be ready for some rain.
That's right, and it's not going to rain all day though. The trouble is it's some scattered showers, a rumble of thunder that we could have morning, afternoon, or early evening. So it does make it tricky to get outside, but it's not going to rain constantly during that time. And today we don't have any rain, so heading out there right now, it's not bad. At 7 o'clock, it's 56 degrees. We're seeing a mix of sunshine and some clouds. At 8, it's 59. At 10, it's 67. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's already 77. So we've got another warm day ahead. We do see a lot of clouds around. They're mostly high, thin clouds, kind of looking like a milky sky out there. But we'll see highs about 81 in Redding, 79 in the city, 75 at Atlantic City Airport, but only in the 60s if you're right along the coastline. So kind of a range in temperatures today, but it's another warm day. If you're heading to the shore, 64 at the shore. Tomorrow, 66 at the shore, while we'll be 76 in the city. And Sunday, we're holding in the upper 60s, whether you're at the shore or here in the city. But the trouble with Sunday is a real gusty wind. We'll talk about next week. We've got some changes coming up in that 7-day forecast. Starts off warm. Not sure it ends that way next week. So we'll talk about that coming up in a minute, guys.
All right. Thank you, Karen.
Looks like your backyard, Karen Rogers.
All the ground and dead grass. Yes, it does.
I'd like to see you driving El Toro Loco.
I've done that before years ago. I got in briefly, and it was just really bumpy, is all I remember. And my driving skills, well, you know,
you did hit something.
We don't need to get into the details. Let's take a look at the fire risk today, because we do have an enhanced fire risk once again today. And when you have a red flag warning, that's when you have to have humidity levels down to about 15%. We do not have that today. Right now, the relative humidity is high, and even through the afternoon, it might get down to 30–40%, but not that low. Nonetheless, the National Weather Service concerned about this, and rightfully so, because we should have some wind gusts near 20. So that means if a fire starts, it could fan the flames pretty quickly. We do have quickly drying fuel because of the dry conditions we've had. You got to be careful with matches, cigarettes, and machinery when you have an enhanced fire risk like we do later this afternoon, not just yet. 52 degrees the current temperature, really comfortable. Winds are currently calm, so the winds aren't an issue yet, but they will pick up a little bit, becoming breezy this afternoon. Satellite and radar show we've got a fair amount of high clouds through the region, but we're seeing some sunshine peeking through that. The rain is holding off. That's not an issue for our daytime today. So at 8 a.m., a pretty comfortable start in 59. At lunchtime, partly cloudy, 74. The clouds kind of increase through the afternoon, but it's a warm afternoon. At 4, it's 79. At 8 o'clock, cloudy and 70. Maybe after 8, you start to get a shower in the Lehigh Valley, Matt, but it'll take till that long. Oh, those people driving as well as I do, huh? They've got a little issue.
Did the monster truck you were driving survive? It lived to see another day?
It survived.
Okay,
I barely survived. There
Glad everyone was okay. Good morning, Karen, and we hope everybody's okay here too.
Yellow.
Ooh. What is he talking about?
He's reaching there.
Pulling things from wherever.
Yes, there is jello in the sky, and you can just eat it right up. Good morning, everybody. It was a pretty look as we look live on that Sky 6 shot this morning. Comfortable out there, 52. Officially, we have mostly cloudy skies, but you saw from that shot, it's really just the high, thin clouds making the sky look a little milky or jello-y. Only one might say. Matt O'Donnell winds out of the southeast about 3 miles an hour. I mean, he makes me smile all morning, so I'm not complaining. 79 in Allentown, 79 for your high in the city. Couple spots hitting 80, 81, like Wilmington and Trenton. 76 in Millville. We saw that Sky 6 shot at the shore. It is cooler there if you're heading there, maybe 60, 64 degrees for your high at the shore today with the influence of the ocean again. Anyone heading to the Manayunk Street Festival tomorrow? We know Pellman likes to eat, so he'll be there. At 11 o'clock, it's 71. We have a lot of clouds. We've been talking a lot about the showers, the thunderstorms tomorrow, but I want to show you this because the problem is they're sort of hit or miss through the area. We get a few scattered showers in the morning. You get some breaks of sun in the afternoon. Could be a scattered storm. At 4 o'clock, it's 76. Even at 5 o'clock, we can have a spotty storm around. So they're here or there, but not a washout. So go and take the umbrella. You'll be fine. We'll talk about that in the 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes. We'll break down that forecast hour by hour for you coming up tomorrow.
All right, it is 6:40.
2 tours of Philadelphia in that thing.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun, right? Going around. And she didn't lose her breakfast, which I'm really proud about. Good job, Aliana, with that. Good morning, everybody. I'd been warning you about the triple conjunction, which is really rare. It happened this morning, and that's when you see Venus, Saturn, and the crescent moon. So if you look at them together, they look like a smiley face. Now, our friend Bruce Newman took this. The thing about it is, first thing you need to do is kind of turn your head sideways to sort of see it. But doesn't it kind of look like those are the eyes? That's the smiley face. You get it. Come on, you sort of see it. It was a little faint, and I had some viewers online and were like, okay, this is my picture. It's hard to see it all, but it was kind of fun to check it out. It happens rarely. You get 3 celestial objects appearing close enough together that it could look like something if you look a certain way. Good morning, everybody. Maybe you're heading out just for a morning jog. We've got a good start to the day temperature-wise. We're at 56. We are seeing a fair amount of clouds out there right now, but some sunshine, even a little smoke in the atmosphere today. At 9 o'clock, it's 63. At 10, it's 67. 11, it's 71 with a lot more clouds, and they kind of thicken late day. At lunchtime, it's 74. At 1 o'clock, it's 77. So a mix of sunshine, some high thin clouds out there. It's another warm day ahead. Well, high today will reach 79 degrees, but we're dry today, so no big deal. If you're heading out to the Penn relays, it's fine. Now, tomorrow you get some scattered storms around. It is not going to rain constantly, but you do have the chance for some scattered showers, some thunderstorms here or there, and you will see some sunshine mixing with the clouds otherwise. So kind of a tricky forecast for Saturday, 74. The rain that we're watching, that's still out to the west. We see it starting to get wet right now in Pittsburgh. That's going to be an issue for tonight and tomorrow. Right now we have some high thin clouds, some breaks in the clouds here or there. Tracking that rain, if you were in the Lehigh Valley or your far western suburbs, I would watch out for a shower starting anytime after 8 o'clock tonight. This model saying it takes closer to 11 or midnight to see that happen, but anytime after 8 far west, you may start to see a shower out there, but it's really tomorrow. But look at what happens. This is 4:30 in the morning, really early when most people are sleeping. We're getting kind of wet here. And then throughout the morning, couple of scattered showers. This is a look at 10 o'clock. It's not much, but a few scattered showers around with a lot of clouds. Then we get into some breaks of sun in the afternoon. This is a look at 6 o'clock in the afternoon where we have a narrow band of a few thunderstorms that could form. The trouble is it's not going to last in any one spot too long. It's a pretty narrow band, but this is 6 o'clock in the evening. That means we don't completely clear to the evening hours, and that's why tomorrow just kind of stays unstable. So some scattered showers through noon here or there. I don't think it's much. Clouds and some sunshine. Winds will be kind of gusty. Late day thunderstorm possible. And then we look at Saturday at the shore at 66, Sunday 66 degrees. The wind really picks up Sunday. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. Warm and partly sunny, 79. Tomorrow 76 with some scattered showers or a thunderstorm. It's cooler on Sunday, a high of just 67. Next week is warm, sunny and beautiful Monday, 76. How about when the Phils are here? 83 on Tuesday, 83 on Wednesday. Thursday starting to back down with that temp and a high of 70, Matt and Tam.
All right.